following is for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me.
Yeah, a regular Nicholas Sparks novel.
Which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and well, before I knew it, one thing led to another, and, you know. Thing is, Talia and I just want you to be happy. I'd tell the little pussycat how you feel while you still can, Patsy. Because when I take over your body and lock you away in a tiny little corner of your mind, I'll kill her first.
Jeez, that was gruesome. Anyway, welcome back, guys, to our playthrough of Arkham Knight. What a way to start off the video. Joker talking about how he banged Batman's dead love.
What's Ivy doing working with the bat?
Goodness. All right, let's take a look and see if we can do more Riddler real fast. I want to knock these out. We're getting... Oh my god, 48%? Oh, it's because we haven't solved all the riddles. Okay, I want to do the main campaign with
Ferry
him.
Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
What was that about? That, oh, because it's just like some, that Riddler logo thing. I think that's just his, the little lighthouse maybe moving or something.
Has the Arkham Knight killed the bat yet? He's all talk.
Near the, orphanage. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name. Anyway, I think that we have quite a bit of, riddles and stuff that'll go unsolved, which is fine. But instead, we will probably beat whatever we can.
I was at Blackgate, the Asylum, Arkham City. Never seen Batman. Not once. Just lucky, I guess.
You know what? I never actually completed this, though, I don't think. I'm trying to think. We're going to be able to beat the campaign stuff, but without solving the riddles, is that... Can we do that? Like, is it going to be like, oh, we can stop Riddler, but here's also the riddles? It might not. I have a feeling that it's going to stop us. It's going to say, like, hey, you've gone this far, but in order to fully beat Riddler...
Best friends working together. That'll last.
In order to beat Riddler, you have to solve all the riddles. That was pretty cool.
Entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
I feel like I did a good job of that. Also, too, this has overtaken the main campaign, but I really want to solve as much of this as I can. Hopefully it works out.
Dark Knight, we're done. Done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure.
Of course. I don't know if I ever made it this far. Because some of this doesn't look familiar. I thought maybe I beat this before, but I don't think I did, now that I'm...
My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, detective. My masterpiece. My Enigma Resistance.
Okay.
So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight.
Oh, oops.
Your Tutoberg, your
Nice rip.
Bay of Pigs,
Or flip.
your ultimate defeat. That's it, detective. Drive faster. Drive headlong into defeat.
Oh, what? I thought for sure that I passed that. Oops. I got distracted by the spinning spikes of death.
To clarify, detective, this bit is not the surprise. Behold your doom.
Oh, those are going to be real complicated later.
Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely.
Son of a...
Equation's right here.
Aw, come on. I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna mess this up. I might make it.
I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you?
Oh.
The other way, detective.
Damn it. That's gonna be a constant with me. He's blowing up right here.
You've been waltzing with Lady Luck your whole life, detective. But now the music stops.
Damn it. Oh, you're wasting time. Just crash. Damn it. I'm hitting the wrong button. This sucks. Yeah, I lost this for sure.
Dear. That would have
Awful.
injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Farewell, Dark Knight.
This one's gonna be really hard.
Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin.
Damn it.
I knew it. I knew you'd fail. To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone.
Oh, I see. The plate's changed.
Feel that?
That is going to be really hard.
It's called humiliation. Come back
Damn.
to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more.
This is going to be really tricky, especially with as bad as I am. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, I don't... This is going to be a bitch. You have to be really tight and clean. Yeah, even an inch of the Batmobile collapsing on you is enough to blow it up. Oddly enough, tilting my head like that actually helps. Alright, let's try this again.
When you failed that last lap, I could see the headlines, Detective. Riddler triumphant. Batman disgraced. Gotham awed.
Oh, it's giving me the second lap. That's very interesting. I wouldn't have assumed that was going to work.
It was
Oh,
luck.
damn it.
Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath.
Could have been much, much worse.
No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me!
Alright. That wasn't so bad that time.
Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot more difficult. The game really makes it easy by allowing you to keep the
You'll
Oh,
make
crap.
a mistake. Of course you will. I
lap
know
that you
will.
last were on. Oddly sexual. This is going to be hard. Not bad, not bad.
Stop not dying!
Much easier. Him controlling it, infinitely easier.
You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
I think it's this one.
Riddle me me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed?
Has to be this one.
Ready to die, my dear?
And here we go.
This should be it. F.
Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. Exam.
Is that gonna kill her?
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate, but I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room.
Interesting. All right. Let's go do it. Yeah, man, I sucked big time on that second lap, but you know what? It actually worked out.
Do you have a photographic memory, detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. Your better. Me! Edward Nygma, the Riddler! And the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
He's so extremely wrong about pretty much everything that he said. Unjust things? I mean, yeah, Batman uses excessive violence, but I feel like justice sometimes has a swift hand of carbon fiber mesh and steel-toed boots that go right up your, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
You ever wonder if this whole thing is some kind of psychological experiment? Like we're all just punks?
Oh my god, is he really saying? That's meta.
Now's my chance to free
Damn.
Selina from the orphanage.
I missed that dialogue.
This game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
I like how the lightning strikes every time we're flying in the air high enough. It's almost like there's a trigger.
Hey, I saw Batman's little friend beating on some of Penguin's guys. Robin? Nah, the other one. Batwing? Oh, Nightwing. That kid will beat the crap out of you, okay? But he's just not as scary as the Bat.
Batman's probably smiling to himself. What the hell is that plane flying in the air with the smoke behind it? Oh, that must be part of the cloudburst thing that he was talking about. That's interesting they're showing it up in the air like that. That has to be what he's talking about, right?
These
Anyway.
tanks and stuff must have cost a fortune.
Also, as a side note, he mentioned Batwing. There actually is a member of the Bat family called Batwing as well. I feel like a semi-newer edition.
All right, guy.
But newer could be within, like, the past, 5 or so years. Maybe even longer. I don't know. I feel like I first heard of Batwing maybe 3 years ago, but he could have been around a lot longer. There's a lot of Bat family members that I just don't really know much about.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
This is it. One last hoop to jump through. Then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Yeah, I don't think I ever made it this far. Force this over my brain.
No, Dark Knight. You're way off the mark. The mark.
Probably can't do anything with that right now anyway. Be surprised if it was in this room here. We'll figure it out later. I gotta keep in mind that it could be a more simple answer than a complicated one. Also, are
The Riddle Square. A
the hell?
puzzle which draws influence from both late
Whoa.
20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
interesting.
Almost there, Batman. But you haven't quite made my mark.
What is the solution partially detected?
Riddle me this. Riddle, how can you play my game when you've already been barred?
Play my game.
What is it that's in this shot that's partially detected? Is it possible that... Although, whatever the solution is here, this is important.
This conundrum the wrong way.
Order is everything, 998,001. The corner markings and the arrows for direction. Interesting.
Heavens above! Will you ever figure it out? You can't go through it, children. And no, you cannot tunnel under it either.
I wonder what he's talking about. What is the partial solution? This looks like this might be Catwoman's domain to climb up over this, no?
Can you find a way in?
Oh, I see. Wonder if I can hack that thing right now. I might not be able to. My guess would be no.
We need to move the blocks.
Well, hurry up then. Surely one of those toys of yours can get the job done.
Over my brain. That must be it.
Look at all these generators. Why does Eddie need so much power?
Whoa. Whoa. So, aside from solving that puzzle, what the hell is behind this room? Anything else that's useful? Whoa. Oh, you know what? Oh, of course. What am I thinking?
We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
Gotcha.
That'd be my job.
I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. What is this laser for? What is the goal? Oh, I know what this type of puzzle... I hate these types of puzzles. I'm so god-awful. Not as bad as the other puzzles. Riddles. This is a whole other thing. I don't know what that is. Should I stand on that? Is that going to kill me? I'm worried about what that does. Okay, it does hurt. Noted. I don't know what the point of this is. What are we doing and why? Are we trying to move this somewhere? Where are we trying to move it? Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to mess this a little bit. I don't get it. Damn it. What is that doing? It's pulling that, but what is the point? That thing needs to move. I don't know. Why? Is it maybe something she has to stand on? I don't know. I don't know what the goal is. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be trying to accomplish here. Is there instructions on the screen that I keep missing? Let me see. What does it say? Turn to the orphanage. Yeah, okay. But what? How does Batman do this stuff? So that's just pulling stuff forward. Wait, what did that do? See, oh, is this thing oh, we're supposed to move that into that thing. Okay. Little weird, I guess, but... So she needs to move that out of the way. I see. Okay. Okay, I sort of understand. Is there something on the ground that we need to... that breaks something?
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Oh, we can't do that. That thing always has to have a piece on here.
Watch out! Get ready!
Got it. That laser always has to be on.
How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah, beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Okay. So those lasers can't be moved. But see, then what are we trying to do then? I thought the laser was supposed to move and align with those, but I don't get what we're trying to accomplish now. I thought I was onto something. That laser is pointing straight down.
You will not win this!
I just don't know what I'm trying to win. Okay, let me go back in here real quick. Is there anything in here that I need to understand that I'm just not picking up? Looks like a lot of the gibberish from the other riddles. All of his plans and stuff are laid out, but not exactly the answer to the problem. Because the thing is I don't know. This is one of the few times where I don't really think that I'm that dumb about it. I think it just wasn't explained unless I accidentally skipped over the dialogue, maybe. It's talking about moving the pieces, but to what? To what end? Why? I don't get what we're supposed to be moving. I don't understand the point of this. I just don't get what he's after. I guess just keep shooting until something happens. Ah, shit. Messed up. Wait, why didn't it... Why? I don't get it. What? I don't have this. Honestly, I have no clue what's going on now. I do not understand this. I don't understand the red light. I don't understand the green light. Oh, wait. What the hell? Why is that lit up? What did I do? So we're trying to light these up. I guess? But to what purpose? Is that to... that must unlock the final key to get the collar off. But it's not clear to me why we're doing this. Like, what did I do to make that happen? Okay, let me pull this back. Okay, so that's not right. We know that. That didn't do it. What needs to be... I don't know. We just have to keep messing around. I just don't know what it's trying to do. What are you trying to do? This map must be everything. So it's saying in the bottom right corner there needs to be a... Well, that's not clear either. How many... Whoa, okay, easy. How many, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many squares does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the top right needs to be exposed. Well, depending on, I guess, where we're sitting. Bottom right, top left. I think. Is that what he's saying? Okay, so let's try this. I'm going to try and match that grid. I just don't know if that's the goal here. And expose that one. No, hold on. This grid doesn't make sense. What do you mean solution? Partially.
Reflect a little more precisely, Batman. Precisely, Batman.
Reflect. Is there a mirror? All right. Reflect. Mirror, glass, something that shows a reflection. Nope, nothing in here. See, nothing on the ceiling either is really indicating what I need to be doing. Jesus. I just don't get what that means, that green laser. Why are those two lights... In what way is the layout here causing those two to be lit up? Wait. Something's weird about that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something up there. And something about the bottom left one. I don't know. I don't know if this means it needs to be empty. Or if it needs to have a thing on it. See, if I do this, it shuts that off. If I do this, that's on, but I don't know why. Wait a second. Hold on, let me look at something. So, this is got a death beam on top of the question mark, and it's red. This one has a green one. But why? What does that mean? What does that do? I don't get that. What are you trying to tell me? Power numbers. Spikes raise when he gets close. 300. Okay. I'm just not sure what I should be doing. Is there anything about these at all that is unique in some way? Does it trigger something? So it's talking about 4 and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't understand. This is the most confusing thing. And the thing is I don't want to look up how to do it because I'm worried that it's going to solve the puzzle for me, and I want to solve this. But I've never seen anything like this before, and I just feel like we're missing out on details. I just don't know what the hell this means. Is that duck relevant at all? Okay, we know that's not right. You know what? I'm going to test something here. 3 down. I don't know if it's right, but... Okay, so that pulled that somehow. Okay. I don't get the red. We're going to test this until we understand what it's trying to do. Oh, I see. She needs to... I don't know what the red is about, but we're going to mess with it until we get it. This, it's never been this complicated. There has to be something super obvious about what's going on here. Why? Why the hell did that happen? Wait, that's not the answer, is it? I have to just move the lasers away? That's it? I thought it was trying to say don't touch the red one because you'll get spiked. But it looked... Wait, these green things?
Still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
I thought it was a punishment by moving the laser from the red one. Why are they red? What is the difference between red and green? Because it's so easy to make them clear. Does the lasers have to hit the floor? Because that's simple. That can't be it. That can't be it. That's stupid. That can't be it. So does that turn green now to say it's been completed? And she doesn't get spiked. So she only gets spiked when it's over. Oh, we have to do both. I see. Gotcha. Okay, now it makes sense. I didn't realize that. I thought the green and the red indicated green doesn't matter if you move. It's a freebie. But red does matter. So this is actually way easier than I expected it to be, and therefore, yeah, on me.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
That's it?
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself.
Okay, I guess I just completely misunderstood the nature of the lasers. That was so easy. Okay. Again, I suffer from making things far more complicated than they should be.
Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, Hanson, what are we waiting for?
That can't be it, right?
So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
That's it? That's the end of it? What does she do? Can she leave as well? Thought so. Had to have been something else. Seemed too easy. All right. Ooh, that's a good one. Cirque du Soleil.
Cheater! You fraud! You chancing, bumbling amateur! Look what you reduced me to, Batman! Simply bow down, run it with your obvious superior, stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level, and make you! I designed this suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses. So please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual victory above all. You shall be ashes!
Try and keep up.
Nope. Try again. Thank you, Batman, for teaching me the effectiveness of violence tonight. Now for a change.
Okay. Now it's dealt with. So what's his deal? One of them has to go around the back, probably.
Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl.
Yeah, that's obviously what we're gonna do. I am definitely not gonna solve all those. Damn it, I knew it was gonna be like that. Let's see what she can do if she leaves the building. I'm curious as to what happens when she does that. She has an XP bar, that's curious.
Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
Very nice. Okay, I consider that to be a win. That's a completion there. I do not care to do any more Riddler stuff. I don't care about that whatsoever. We're done. I wanted to save Selina. That's it. The riddles we're not going to run to. I honestly don't care. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's do one of these.
Hope you're not busy, Bruce. I got a truck. It's right by the bank in Kingston.
I'll track it back to the cache. Prepare for strong resistance, Dick. Penguin won't want to lose any more of his weapons.
Sounds misogynistic when he says it like that. You know, when Dick gets resistance. Whatever, man. No means no.
That drive straight through a wall like it weren't even in.
Alright, so Catwoman's free, Riddler is, you know, whatever. It's funny how... Oh, there's the flaming thing. I was wondering where Azrael was at. It's funny how Batman turns a blind eye on Catwoman, knowing that she's gonna go rob and do stuff, but she's not a killer, which is why I think Batman kind of lets her do whatever.
I'll tell you when it happens. So far, he's given everyone the slip.
Doesn't make any sense.
Wrong thing.
Drones, heavy weapons? Is Batman invincible or what?
No one's invincible.
What the hell? Who's out there? Oh, crap! Drive! Drive! It's Batman!
Oh god, it's Batman.
He's tailing us. For it. Try to lose him. I'm trying. Put your foot down. He's gaining on us.
I'm not.
Nobody said anything about the bat showing up. Anyone see the bat? I can't see anything. I don't see him either. You think we lost him? I don't know. Keep looking. Boss, those things.
Good until you called. Why am I hearing your bloody voice?
It's Batman.
Ah, what now?
He found us.
Why are you all so sodden useless?
Sorry, boss.
Nice.
Oh, that's all right then. Apology accepted.
Really?
No, not really. He's already gotten 2 of my caches. If he gets number 3, your family jewels are coming off. Now lose them.
Okay, I was wondering where this
We lost him. Thank God.
camera tower thing was
He
at.
finds us again.
We'll come back to this later.
You're taking us to the drop-off, right? Sure am. We might not get another chance. I told you I could shake him. So much for the bat. He never had a chance. It's like I said, the bat's lost his touch. We got nothing to worry about.
One of the great things about revisiting this game is there's so many things that I remember that were incorrect. So I'm like pleasantly surprised with how things have turned out. Kind of fun like that. This is also a pretty distant drop-off point or whatever. Yeah, me too. What the hell? Why is this taking so long? It's gotta be a drop off right here, right? Pulling into that driveway.
Just give me something to shoot.
No?
Why did I let him stick me out here?
How is this still going? What am I missing here? It wasn't this, it didn't take this long before.
My town shouldn't be stuck on guard duty.
That's gotta be it, right? Is he stopping? That was really far.
Bored out of my freaking skull.
What is with the truck? Why did it fall to the side?
Why did I let him stick me out here?
That's really weird.
Penguin has a stockpile of arms near the fish market in Drescher. Same drill as before, Dick.
You got it.
Man, just give me something to shoot.
Interesting. Oh, and the vehicle just disappeared?
Man, my town should be stuck on guard.
Didn't mean to do that. That came in handy. The Batmobile pulled up and would have totally gave me away. Hit the wrong button. Oh, nice sniper. All right, now all we need is little Dick
Bobby?
Grayson.
Good. How about you, Knuckles?
Hear that?
He'll join us.
Could have swore I heard something.
That's the wind blowing through your ears.
Eat me.
Hey, pipe down, boys.
All right, we have Fear multi-takedown here. I might not be able to make it.
Can't
At this
wait to
point.
spend some of this damn money.
We can do an explosion here and take, oops, wrong thing. A whole bunch of them out all at one time. Just these two, that was it? I don't understand. What, this can't be the... What? Did I complete that? That was it? That was it. Okay. There's gotta be more to this, right? That can't be it. There we go. I was gonna say.
Got the merch.
I was being rhetorical.
You been sleeping with a dictionary or something?
Prime looting to be done out there.
Yeah, well, be sure to put in a complaint.
Fear
when the boss
multi-takedown.
comes back.
Come on! You want to make it a competition?
I think I might try using one hand.
Batman playing with his food. And then Dick coming in, finishing it off.
Come on, admit it, Bruce. You're having fun.
I won't be satisfied until I bring Penguin to justice.
You always were great at killing a party.
You know, of all the Richards out there, this Dick hits the hardest. You know what I mean? Low-hanging fruit, I know. Just like Dick. Yeah, I'm a little proud of that one. Alright, for the first time ever, we'll go all the way in the back like we're supposed to before we try and detonate.
I can imagine Penguin's not too happy with us right now. Can only have a couple of these weapon caches left.
Keep looking. Let me know as soon as you find anything.
Of course. I wouldn't miss seeing the look on his face for the world. I think we both know who's doing the lion's share of the work in these fights. I'll go easy on the next one, give you a chance to catch up. Arkham Asylum had its faults, but at least we had somewhere to put these psychos. You know what the plans are for that place? I mean, surely billionaire Bruce Wayne has some ideas, right?
I wonder what what the plan is, actually. How do I get out of here? Oh, this is not an exit grate. Yeah, okay. I think I have to go out the same way I came in, huh? actually came in through the door. That makes sense. All right. Well, there we go. That wraps up this episode of Arkham Knight. Thank you guys for watching. Did a little cleanup. We did as much as we can with the Riddler. That's all over and done with. I'm not going to do any more with that. If there is a puzzle or a riddle that we come across and I see the answer to it, I'll interact with it, but I'm not going to go out and hunt them. I'm just not interested. But I'm pretty satisfied with how things went, so, you know, that's just how it be. Anyway, thanks again for watching this episode. Be sure to hit the like button before you go. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have any feedback for me, leave it in the comment section.
Streets with freaking tanks.
And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, I hope to see you when we continue the playthrough right here on the Marcanine channel with new episodes debuting daily at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alright guys, take care of yourselves, be well, and I'll see you next time when we continue on with Arkham Knight. Later.